Alright, I suppose we should head to research and development. The R&D sector. This little section here. This is research and development. If you're wondering where the other Banana Port 2 is, well, here you go. First I'm going to send Lanky around to do some collecting. So, he hasn't had to do that much. Alright. Oh boy! It's even Lanky's Kasplat here. Makes it convenient for all your collectioning needs. And we have looped around. So I'm gonna look for a trombone, which I believe is here. There's a banana balloon in here for Lanky. There we go. Now we're gonna play a little, I guess, Simon. C, B, C. Yeah, the colors of the barrels that these red critters come out of correspond to the keys on the little keyboard here. I am entirely unsure if this is random, but because of the way I practice things, i.e. using a restore point to practice and then reloading that restore point to do the playthrough, the code that I'm getting here is the exact same. So, yeah. There is that. Now we're up to 6. You have to remember up to 7 letters. C, B, C, D, E, C. The best way to go about this is honestly to write it down as you do it. But basically my code happens to be C, B, C, Deca. Like, if you can try to form a word out of it, that's even better. There we go. That awards a golden banana for Lanky. And that is 3 already for him. Making pretty quick work of it. Alright. Let's get Tiny out here. And go where these regular bananas lead. And these regular bananas lead to more mini monkey shenanigans. Don't that sound like fun? And now we're gonna do a little mini game here. We're gonna race this guy. Let's race for the gold banana trophy, shall we? Let's beat me over 2 laps and collect 10 coins. Well, at least it's only 10. Z to speed up. Use the stick to change lanes, and press A to cheat. What does he mean by cheat? Well, you see the 3 little circles above where it says what place you're in? Well, if you hit the A button, you will fire a little missile that can hit your opponent. You only have 3 of them, however, so use them wisely. Now, the car here is actually pretty dumb. Like, it will run into TNT barrels all the goddamn time. There we go. I kind of want to have 13 coins. There we go. See, he's always dumb and goes into the TNT barrels like a complete buffoon. There we go. That's not too hard. Like, I believe that was second try in practice and first try here in the playthrough, so not too bad. The shame of being beaten by a monkey. Don't mention it to the other cars in the pit lane. I'm going to tell everybody about it. So that is 3 bananas for Tiny. Now to get out of this crazy racing thing. And there's a gorilla grab switch for Donkey Kong in this room. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that before I completely forget about it. Whee! Donkey Kong out here. And hit the switch. Now, what will this do? It will open up the battle arena. Which I'm going to go ahead and do as Chunky, because Chunky has the most controllable running B attack, and that's how I usually like to tackle battle arenas. Just spam being a pretty windmill. So we'll get Chunky out here. And it's right next to his golden banana for this area, so that's convenient. Arena ambush. Now we got to deal with Kasplats in the battle arenas, which is always fun. And eventually, a second critter will keep spawning as you get far enough in to the 45-second time limit for this particular battle arena. The splats are really not too terribly difficult to deal with, even in the battle arena conditions. If you, as at least, you know, if you just keep on them and not let them do their little shockwave attack. Alright, we're gonna primate punch this thing. Played a manly instrument. The manliest of all the instruments. And of course there's a banana balloon in here too. Just to annoy me. There we go. I believe there's also 10 bananas just stranded down here. Gee, I wonder what will happen when I press the obvious primate punch switch. I just can't quite figure it out. And Falcon Punch! Surprised it took me that long to make that reference. And now all scorching hell breaks loose. In the form of... one single die. Oh, and 2 sticks, I suppose. And 2 dominoes. Ouch. That should not be happening. But now the rest of the toys actually wisen up. And will now form a gigantic enemy. In which we need to use our Hunky Chunky ability. Which thankfully we have infinite crystal coconuts for this fight. And honestly, all you have to do is spam your pretty windmill. Just spam your pretty windmill. And you will win this fight handily. Ouchies. Just keep spamming that windmill. And you'll get him eventually. And he splits into like, he gives you like 6 health if you need it. Go ahead and pick that up, and golden banana get. Good stuff. You can actually jump inside the toy chest if you want. Yeah, I'd rather just climb up here. I think all we have left is a thing for Diddy Kong. Which that's that. Trying to remember what is where. We'll deal with that in a moment. First, though, open this. And now, as you see, we have 3 different combinations of things. So let's enter these numbers. 3, 1, 2, and 4. So each of these doors will summon a set of enemies. This one is the easiest to deal with because you don't need any sort of weapons or special bullshit to deal with them. So all you have to do is just run into them. Just cartwheel your way into them. Also, yeah, all 3 of Diddy Kong's banana balloons are in this room, which is quite nice. It's quite nice that you don't necessarily have to worry about that because they're all in the same spot. And the third one, if I can get it in my sights. There we go. Okay, now to continue. 4. Let's get that 4231 code in there. And we will see what enemies this particular code spawns. It's these enemies that can either only be killed via oranges or your musics. Fortunately, you have infinite oranges. Because it would be kinda dickish otherwise. And now for the final door code. 1342. See, if 42 is the answer to life and the meaning of the universe, is 14 a third of the answer to the life, meaning of the universe, and words. Ouchies. That just summons those. And you have infinite ammo here, so if you want to, you can go for the banana balloons if you so choose to when you're in danger of getting hit by mechanical zingers, or just zingers in general, so that you don't have to waste ammo. Entirely up to you, though. Oh, not that way. I think if we go over here, we drop down into this area, where there's stuff to do both as Donkey and Diddy Kong. First of all, there's a bonus barrel there. I just get onto these vines. I honestly don't know why they give you a 20-second time limit for something that takes 4 seconds to get to, and oh boy, here comes everybody's favorite minigame, Beaver Bother. Post-commentary, maybe? You betcha! Alright. Beaver Bother is a little minigame where you play as I almost said a crap tlap. That's an enemy I have just invented. You play as a claptrap, trying to herd these beavers into the hole in the center. And the reason why this minigame is so well liked by people who play this game is because the programming for this is kind of, shall we say, wonky. The idea is the beavers, if they're looking straight at the hole in the center, they will recognize, oh shit, there's a hole there, and they won't fall in. So basically, the beavers have to be looking away from the hole in the center in order for them to fall in, which is not immediately apparent. Just throwing that out there. Alright, now make sure you don't fall in the hole yourself, because that will automatically end the stage. You use the B button to scare the beavers, but the A button can also be used to jump. So you make sure you jump over the hole in the center if you find yourself in that sort of situation. And here is an attempt where the first half of it went well. As you can see, I had 3 left with 27 seconds to go. But then it just was like, nah, not feeling it. Not feeling it. So, a good strategy I found for this. As you see, we restart the thing and, you know, we're showing the full attempt because this was the successful one, is to just kind of go around the outer half of the level and kind of, once you get near a beaver, you just quickly turn to the inner half of the barrel, and usually that works. That's how I tend to do this particular minigame anyway. Anyway, this little guy, or one of these little guys, is going to fall in eventually. Eventually. See, that's the problem sometimes. And, we've cleared the 12 beavers that we needed, which means we win the bonus stage and get the golden banana. Once again, back to live commentary. Alright, now that that nightmare is over, I can do that. That's great. Actually, let me get Chunky out here, because I can collect some bananas as him in this general vicinity, which will be handy. Namely, I can get this balloon. Just aim a little bit better. There you go. Go down and get these regular bananas. Or just completely miss them. That's cool. Oh well, can just go back up anyway. Should at least give them some coins. That way I won't necessarily be in a bind. We'll hit up Banana Port 2. And then go to Donkey Kong, where he can do stuff. Like this banana balloon here. There we go. And of course this here coconut switch. Danger! High voltage! There's a banana medal for Donkey. Alright, let's see what this does. What does this button do? Well, now things are actually going to be moving in the production part of the factory. Which will be nice. And there's a golden banana. Just give that to me. I have 3 as each Kong. Get that coin for no reason. I'll go back up to testing because I think I'm forgetting something. Or am I just thinking too much? I might be thinking too much. I've completely forgotten how I'm supposed to get into Snides. And that poses a bit of a problem. Or wait, I just go this way. I are to dumb. Yeah, because I just fall right down here. Cool. Well, that warp is now available. And while we're here... So it was like I was confused, like how do I get to Snides, derp? Get Chunky Kong out here, because there's 5 bananas here for him. As well then the banana balloon that's up here. There we go.